let's go Big Ten preview. Obviously, this year, some new additions. Very familiar. If you guys don't know, UCLA football plays in Los Angeles alongside USC.
Like I understand. I get that reference. I get that reference.
Thank you, anybody. Thank
Good
you.
reference.
Oh, that was brutal. But a lot of people are putting Big Ten right up there with SEC this year. And there's some obvious favorites. I just saw, I don't know where I heard it, but maybe it was Dan Patrick, that there's someone can tell what you spend on NIL. And Ohio State is paying $21 million towards their, I guess,
NIL. Yeah.
So you're basically, it's very much like a business now with this NIL deal. But Ohio State, I believe, is the favorites. Or no, maybe Georgia's plus 300. I think Ohio State's next. So a lot of people have Ohio State as their favorite. Oregon and Washington also joining the Big Ten. And we all know that Oregon was really good last year, lost to Washington in the Pac-12 championship. Lanning, great coach. DeBoer, head coach from Washington, now at Alabama. But Arizona's coach, Jed Fish, went to Washington. And I think he's also a great coach. So what are we getting into first as far as how do you want to attack this, Eddie Money?
So we can go off with who we think will be in the championship game. But also, by the way, I am one of those people that think the Big Ten is better than SEC now.
You listen. I agree. Last year, I would have said no. Michigan.
Yeah, last year was a no, but
yeah,
now for sure.
There's depth. There's more depth, I believe. That's my belief. I know Rafa would definitely disagree with me. In my Big Ten championship game, I have a rematch of Oregon versus Ohio State.
That's a rematch.
Well, because they're gonna play, I believe, week 5 in Alton.
They play earlier. Yeah.
Okay, and the Big Ten championship, I believe, will be in a neutral field.
Oh yeah, it always is.
So Alton, if you guys check my 10 toughest places to play, I think is number 5. It gets crazy loud. Weather usually sucks. The fans are crazy. They're all high on something. And
high on pod news.
But that's who I have. Oregon versus Ohio State. Who do you have, Hakatomi Plaza?
I just have the champion. I'm just gonna go Ohio State is gonna run the board.
Who do you think they'll play though?
Well, who do you think they'll play, man?
I have no idea. I don't know how it goes with.
So there's no
top two. It's the top 2.
Now there's no division, so everyone plays. The people skip playing, but 2 best teams are going to see each other. Correct.
Yeah. So even if you lose like 2 games, you could still be in the game.
Probably not 2 games.
Because like if you're Oregon,
I think 2 games you could still be in conference championship for Big Ten.
You would have to lose an out of conference game. I think.
I don't think, but the thing is, like, you're assuming that everyone's gonna, or there'll be 3 teams that win only one, or only lose once. I don't think that. I think, 3 teams that will lose 2, well, at least twice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. I guess you could say.
I'm just gonna go Michigan and Ohio State.
Wow,
garbage.
I mean, is that a bad choice or something?
Yeah, Michigan, I believe, is one of the most overhyped, overrated.
They're not even overhyped. I don't think. I think everyone's hitting on them.
I think I think they got the number 9 ranking.
Yeah, they're pretty mid in the rankings.
Number 9 is great.
They got number 9 national ranking.
I think so. I just saw that.
I mean, compared to being number 1, that's not.
No. I think that's way above and beyond
what do you think they're gonna be?
Michigan, I think they're gonna be at least 4 loss team. I really do.
That, but...
And I have, my thing is Sharon Moore, who filled in, right, for
Jim Harbaugh.
For Harbaugh. He had listen, coaching is awesome. I had some great coaches. My best coach was God, I can't remember his name now.
It's okay. It's okay. Just
But his best speeches and why we played so hard, he would tell us, when I went to Alameda High School, when we played Notre Dame, he's like, those white people think you guys are beaners, and he would get us so just fired up. And I think that's what Sharon Moore did last year. He did really well stepping in for Harbaugh because he had that speech of, let's do it for Jim. We're so disrespected. They're doing this to us.
he can do the same thing
No,
this year.
I don't think he can do that this year. That's why, he
can say,
he
"Hey,
played
we're
that
number
role.
9. We're number 9. They think that they think we suck.
They're
They think-
overrated at number 9. They lost. They lost probably like 17 starters.
Yeah, but you don't tell your team that.
Yeah, you say,
we were top 5 last year,
and now we're
they
fucking
think
number
just
9. They think we're shit.
A couple people left. They think we are fucking shit now. Let's go prove them wrong.
They're gonna be like, Coach, that was last year's speech. I think
hell no.
No, last year's speech was for Jim Harbaugh. This year's speech is, hey.
Plus this year,
They
it's
think
like
we suck without him.
they think you guys suck. They think the players right now, you guys aren't as good as last year. Basically,
so. You think he has that weapon?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he have that weapon?
I just think he could only play that underdog.
They're underdog again.
They were
this
national
year.
champions last year.
They're underdog this year, so he can use it this year.
Number 9.
Michigan is number 9.
Yeah, number 9 is not an underdog. It's not.
Compared to what they were, yes, it is. Ohio State's ranked higher than them.
As they should. Ohio State
Okay, so
has
that's an underdog.
Shit ton.
That's an underdog.
A shit ton more talent.
That's an underdog.
But why I don't like Ohio State to win it?
What?
Wait, what?
Why I don't
Michigan.
like?
Ohio
Well,
State.
I don't even have Michigan. I'm saying in the
You said Ohio State was gonna win.
no. Ohio State's going to be in the championship against Oregon.
They're gonna lose to Oregon.
You think it'll lose?
You didn't
I
say-
do.
We asked you.
Oh yeah.
Your question.
I
You didn't even say your answer.
So I hate their offensive coordinator at Ohio State.
I don't know who it
certain
is.
former
Does he not look good or what?
a certain former coach for the Philadelphia Eagles, Oregon Ducks, and UCLA, Mr. Chip Kelly, is
He's a great
now.
offensive mind.
I just heard too much. Really? Because at UCLA,
It's UCLA.
DTR.
they were known for their defense the last 3 years more than their offense.
DTR was like a great prospect coming out.
DTR was a freak of nature. I'm not putting any shade on DTR. That offense underachieved ever since Chip Kelly went there. And Chip Kelly was supposed to be the offensive genius.
Maybe he has great offensive athletes now.
Well,
I'll love to Logan though.
he no. Listen, he definitely has weapons. I just don't think Chip Kelly is lost a lot of respect. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
So you have Oregon winning.
Yes.
So
I
you
have-
say Oregon's in the top 4 for you.
Is who?
In the top 4,
Who?
Oregon for you.
well, like in the
National
Oh
championship.
yeah.
I have Ohio State, Oregon, and then Ohio State winning.
Okay.
I think Ohio State wins it all.
We'll see. We will see. What's next?
Worst team.
Who do you think would be the worst team?
The worst team.
I couldn't even name you all the Big 10 teams.
I will tell. I think it's going to be. I have 2. I'm going to go Purdue, the Boilermakers, having a rough time with their coaches, and also UCLA. I think.
Do you think they're going to be the last?
I think they are going to struggle mightily. I think they will both have. I know I'm supposed to pick one, but I'm picking 2. It sucks because we love Logan, but I think they're going to have a very, very difficult time matching up with size in that Big 10.
I have Illinois. I was going to put Purdue. I felt it a little too obvious, so I put Illinois.
Really?
I don't know enough to tell you who's the worst team, but I'm just going to say Northwestern because they usually are the worst team. So,
Well, Northwestern was supposed to be the last team, and they completely overachieved, shocked a lot of people.
well, don't take a step back.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm just giving you. I had no idea. I couldn't tell you.
They had that whole thing, the controversy with the hazing, and they had a great coach that had to resign, and everyone thought they were done. And they came back and showed a lot of people. They won, I think, 5 or 6 games.
Rafa said Purdue's the worst.
Thank you, Rafa, for backing me up.
I mean, I don't know enough about the Big Ten to tell you. Who's the
Well, then,
worst
who
or
do you
not.
think will be the most disappointing team?
Okay. The most disappointing team.
Penn State. They always are.
What?
That is my pick as well.
Really?
It is.
It's always Penn State.
It is. And
For some reason, I like Penn State. I don't know why.
That's what everyone says
I
every
love
year.
Penn
And
State.
then they get their asking about how
No,
State.
like,
Everyone's like, oh, they fucking suck.
Like, I don't think they'll like be great or anything, but I just like the
But no,
school.
but that's the
when,
thing,
Oh.
though.
when are they going to
Okay.
make that next jump?
They never do. That's the thing.
They need Saquon to come
Everyone
back.
says, all right, Penn State this year, like ring number 6. Then they play Ohio State or Michigan. They get fucked.
They get
And then
blown.
everyone's
Even
like,
at the whiteout,
oh,
they get blown
still
out.
suck again. Like that's
Oh,
what it
we
is.
suck again.
That's literally
Wow.
Penn State every single year.
I have UCLA as a most disappointing team.
But no one expects anything out of
them.
Wow.
I guess you do.
This is-
That's why they're
What do you
most
think
disappointing.
from- What do you think from
Like I feel
UCLA
like
this
people
year?
think they'll be in the middle of the pack. I think they're gonna be like bottom 3.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Dude, after that press conference,
how can
I
you?
don't know,
Yeah,
man.
Give them bottom 2.
well, here's the thing.
They're gonna tie. They're gonna be in a race with Purdue to be at the bottom.
That Drew Allard kid, he was very young last year, the quarterback for Penn State. Great story, right? I mean, the pre-story on what's that the big show or the big game at
it's
noon.
the big show.
He's a great story. I didn't see anything that people believe why that kid's going to be good. Their defense was lights out. Their offense was garbage last year and let them down time after time. They had dogs. Dude, how many Penn State guys were drafted in the first 3 rounds? All on defense, by the way. And I know they have a good receiver, but I don't believe in their quarterback.
I'm leaving the coach.
And so that leads me to my next question. Because I believe, what are they ranked, Eddie Money, this year?
Like number 6 again, like for the 8th year in a row, probably.
Penn State?
I think they're ranked high. I think they're in the
No
top
way.
10. I think they're in the
10 for
top
sure.
10.
Okay, I have to change my fucking thing. I have to figure that out.
This is every year though. They're always ranked high,
So that's why I'm asking.
and then they get their ass kicked by
My-
Ohio State, Penn State, or Ohio State.
My
and,
question is
Michigan.
this: if they don't make the college playoffs, because now remember,
By the way, they're number 8.
okay, I said
Right.
6. They're
They're right above.
I said
Michigan.
6. I
so
was wrong.
college playoffs are top 12. Are they not?
Yeah,
Top 12.
they're gonna make it in. I mean,
Oh no, I'm telling you, man. If they don't make it in, is this it for James Franklin?
no.
I mean, they're getting tired. Penn State is a cash cow of a program. They have money. They're really, if you think about the Northeast, they're the really only big dog in, when you think about Northeast, Boston.
Rutgers.
Oh, come
Come on, man.
oh my
Don't fuck
god.
with Big Red, man.
That's right.
Don't fuck with
It says Big Red in the fucking name.
Mhm.
No.
The big dog.
Penn State is always and always will be the big dog in the Northeast.
They haven't been for like 20 years.
By the way, Rafa has Washington as the most disappointing team.
Really?
Another bad take, Rafa. Sorry.
I love Jed Fish.
Everyone thinks they're gonna suck, so I mean, it's not really like disappointing because everyone thinks they're gonna suck.
I love Jed Fish. But Rafa could be right. But I have Penn State. Eddie Money has UCLA. You have Penn
I have
State.
Penn State.
What else do we have, man?
We have
Wild
our
card team.
wild card team.
Wild card team. Here we go.
Rafa said, yeah, he's out if they don't make the playoffs.
Thank you, Rafa. I agree. Enough with James Franklin. And he'll come
He
to
said 7-5.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. When's the last time he's won a big game? I can't remember.
Neither can I, honestly.
I can't remember. And he recruits. His interviews are awesome. But
It's the same weird thing. Every year's the same thing. They play good up until night game.
Ohio State or
against
Michigan. And
Ohio
they get
State,
their
and they
asses
get ass
handed to them.
kicked, and
And it don't matter. It could be at night in Happy Valley. Everyone has white on
and they get their ass kicked.
and they get their ass kicked. It's like the most anticlimactic thing in the world.
It really is. It's
Yeah.
so great. I love it.
So most underrated. This is a good one.
So wild card.
Or wild card. I
love my wild card.
I love mine too.
have 3.
Damn.
Yeah, no, you have to pick one.
This is not the NFL.
Well, I'll bring up 3 teams and then I'll go with mine.
Okay, how about we go with yours last? Because you have 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Eddie Money.
I'm going to go with Iowa.
Fuck Iowa.
I
dude.
think their defense,
What?
their
Dude.
defense this year.
Can be better than last year?
No. But like the new teams coming in, I don't think they stand a chance against Iowa. Honestly,
Who's their quarterback? Another
Doesn't matter, doesn't
left
matter.
tackle?
Dude, they averaged like 10 points a game last year.
I don't think
Exactly.
they average 10 points a game. That's the sad part.
I think they'll do great this year
You're crazy.
What would make you think that?
if they finish top 5 in the Big Ten.
They're going to probably, but Iowa.
No, yeah, it's probably true. They probably will.
Yeah,
finish
I
top
know.
five.
Or if they have if they finish higher than Penn State.
But here's another thing. Ferentz has been there. He should never be fired from Iowa. Kirkford should never be fired
ever.
because he makes them relevant. He needs to fire his son at offensive
Did
coordinator.
they make the play? Or that's the playoff, but the championship last year against Michigan? Did they make
Yeah.
the?
Yeah. And I bet on him
Yeah.
plus 22 or whatever. And
And
they,
they barely didn't cover.
it was really bad. I mean, and the thing is, they have dudes.
Every year they have great draft prospects.
But their offensive scheme, their offensive philosophy.
They're like USC, but the opposite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call. So that's your wild card. So you think they make the playoffs?
You have to think that.
Yeah.
All right.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Obviously not.
Not for them. Not for them. Yeah.
It never has worked for them. Weirdly
Yeah.
enough.
Ravens, yes. Bears, yes. Iowa Hawkeyes, no.
I'm gonna go with USC. I think everyone's downplaying them in the Big Ten. I think they're gonna finish top 3 and make the playoff.
Top 3 national.
Top
3 in the Big Ten.
So
Make the playoff.
you have
Ohio State, Oregon, USC.
Wow.
Ohio State, Michigan. I see.
Oh yeah, huh?
Oregon's overrated as fuck. Oregon's not gonna do shit.
Oh my God. Oregon's gonna win national championship.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Rafa
Okay,
would
we'll
be
see. We'll see when they're not doing shit this year.
Rafa would be
They're
straight.
gonna go undefeated.
He has
They're not-
Dylan, he
it's not
has Dylan
happening.
Gabriel.
They're gonna beat Ohio State. Yeah.
That's I feel
And
like-
Alton, yes.
That's
they're
even
not.
crazier to say though, because Dylan Gabriel is like it is the favorite for a Heisman.
He's not winning it either, so it's fine.
Damn.
Yeah, Jacob.
I seen him play last
This is
year.
why we
He's not
needed
that
you here,
great.
Rafa. This is why we needed you here, just so you know. Crazy.
I'm just saying facts.
crazy.
Don't you the messenger.
I'm just giving you the facts. I don't mean to be rude or anything.
See, okay, so now let me go with my 3 wild cards. I like Indiana. I think the coach from JMU.
Can I guess one?
Go ahead.
Rutgers.
They are my honorable mention.
Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna bring them up, but since you brought them up, I think SC definitely, and I think Nebraska. I think Nebraska finally with Dylan Riola. Everyone, have you seen Dylan? He thinks he's
Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
Looks just like him.
Well, he's trying.
Oh
to,
yes. I remember
but
that.
he's probably the best quarterback they've had since Tommy Frazier or Scott Frost.
Who was that one kid that played in Nebraska? The quarterback was there for like forever. Garcia?
Martinez.
He was there for like
Yeah.
10 years. It felt like.
But I really think Nebraska and the head coach, was the head coach
From the Panthers, right?
from the Panthers and also Baylor, Matt Rule.
Matt Rule.
I think Matt
Fuck
Rule.
that guy.
Why?
So terrible in the NFL.
What happened? Why do you have?
No, he was bad in the
He was
NFL.
fucking
I don't know,
trash.
like that's just like
He was really bad.
it was
in
the
NFL.
Panthers, like it can be all his fault.
That is his team though.
Yeah, he did have a bad owner, but I really do think Nebraska finally is going to do something because I do believe they have a stud.
Well, define something.
I think they're top 5 in the Big Ten, and I don't think they make the playoffs. I think they're just knocking
So
on the door.
who's making the playoffs out of those 3 teams? you
out of
just
the Big
picked?
Ten? Oh, out of the 3?
Yeah, you just picked.
Oh,
You're saying
man.
Indiana, huh? I'll say that.
I'm not going to say Indiana. Oh, dude, Rafa's going to crush me for this. I'm going to say USC.
That's right.
I say USC gets just a weird bid at 12.
11 or 12.
I think they lose. You know what?
I feel like we did USC. Have we done USC?
We have not.
We have, but it was a while ago and we all
Let's
forgot.
do USC schedule wins and losses. Is Rafa
Oh, let's do it after the last thing.
okay after the last thing?
All right, then we have the coach and player
Okay.
of the year.
I couldn't name you a coach
I
in the Big Ten.
went with
Besides-
Rutgers.
As the
The Rutgers
coach?
Yeah.
What's his
Which
name?
realistically should means I should have Rutgers as my wild card.
Yeah.
They would go hand in hand.
What's the
But
coach's
Greg
name?
Schiano is the coach for Rutgers.
Greg Schiano.
Greg Schiano.
And then player, I have Dylan Gabriel.
I have Dan, the head coach of Oregon. I think
What's his name? Dan.
Henning. No, not Dan Henning. God, how do I just my brain?
I forget.
It's a Dan H. I know that. Rafa, can you help us out?
Dan Lanning.
Dan Lanning.
You almost had
Definitely not an H, but we were there.
I said Henning.
You said Henning,
Lanning.
you're close. You're real close.
Dan Lanning, 100% gets Coach of the Year and Player of the Year. I'm going to give it to the running back, Henderson from Ohio State. I think he might go off for 2,000 yards.
Not Judkins?
That's
No,
what
Henderson.
That's who I was gonna go with.
Henderson
Not Judkins?
from Ohio State?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was Henderson.
No.
Judkins is his last name. Unless you're thinking of a different running back from Ohio State.
The best running back I thought was Henderson, but I could be
Didn't he
wrong.
play last year? It's for sure Judkins
Okay, then that's what I'm thinking
because
of.
he's amazing. He's been moving NCAA. Is
Yeah, I
OP.
think Ohio State is really going to lean into running the ball,
they need to.
and they should. They're
I don't know. They still got.
Is the
what's his
QB
name?
for Ohio State the
M-
kid from
Mbakwa?
Kansas State?
yes, Will
Yeah.
Rogers. Will, right?
Will Rogers.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
He's amazing too.
A lot of people are high on him, man. I got to see it.
He was good last year.
He was good, but this is a different stage. Oh, dude, Ohio State is a different fucking stage. It's probably the biggest stage.
Kansas State. I don't know.
No, it's
good,
not.
Good program.
No,
Great
it's
players
not.
there.
No, I'm sorry.
That's a good stadium.
No, I'm sorry. But
Good uniforms too. Kansas State.
great uniforms.
Mm.
Dan Snyder. Who does Rafa have? Who do you have as coach of the year and player of the year in the Big Ten? If I had to guess, you'd probably say the guy who dyes his beard at Ohio
He
State.
for sure has Dylan Gabriel because that's his
and
Heisman.
and
Yeah,
Dylan
that's,
Gabriel.
That's his guy. Last year, he was so high on Oklahoma because of him last year.
Dude, Rafa took Oklahoma in every spread last year. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember that.
Yeah, that
Every-
was
rough.
yeah. He
Well,
took
nuts.
them every freaking week.
The over was a guaranteed though. With
Oh, it was. It was. But I'm excited for the Big Ten, man. I'm super excited. A lot of people think that these West Coast teams, Oregon,
Don't have a
Washington,
chance.
they're going to struggle in bad weather. You got to remember, Oregon State is almost in Idaho. It's Corvallis. It fucking snows there.
Washington's
Washington
worse.
rains. USC, these teams, we play in the Northwest and there's bad weather.
I mean, it's not cold like how it is over there though. It's not
Yeah, that's different.
different type of cold.
Washington State,
But doesn't it get cold like
Like,
It doesn't get Ohio
Columbus,
cold.
yeah, like
Michigan
like
State.
that wind chill.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
True that.